body creme at 2 months of $16. An opportunity to try it in your fragrance. Tony picked up Pure Grace of the set of 4. Maybe you're the Pure Grace girl, and who am I if I'm the Pure Grace lover?
You love something that's refreshing, clean, crisp. You might not like fragrance, or you have a favorite fragrance and you want something that you can wear to give emulsion to the body without competing with your fragrance.
Nice. Or we also have it available in your Living Grace. And Living Grace is, I know that you said that fragrance reminds you of me, which I love.
Does.
I love the way you describe that, and then you're like, it's you.
It is you, because it's centered. It's a person who focuses on what's important, what's happening right now, and is grateful in the present moment, and you emanate that. And that's exactly how you'll feel when you use Living Grace. I love that it's got a little bit of citrus that brings you in, and so it's refreshing. And then you've got Lily of the Valley, and look at these peaks. I mean, I'm just focused on you, Rachel.
It's like waves that you create in a storybook.
Because, when we make this, we actually have special kettles and special whipping devices to distribute the fragrance and the moisturization evenly. It's a big deal. You can wear this as your fragrance, and this can be enough. And that's wonderful. Oh, it smells so good.
And I love Living Grace, and I love whipped body creme, and I actually just indulge. I mean, really.
It's a little luxury.
The morning, what are your morning ablutions like? Do you step out of the shower, you take 5 minutes to like kind of center yourself? When you're lotioning, that's kind of when I'm thinking about what am I gonna do today, but I'm also thinking how nice it feels to put this lotion on. I wanna make sure that I get the rough edges, that my elbows, knees, and toes, and I love the fragrance of it. Like, I don't use an unscented lotion, so it's nice to kind of envelop my body in a great fragrance, but then I also put on a spray fragrance that I have. So
and it can be different.
Yeah, they can be totally different. They match with you. And the fact is that this is 8 fluid ounces. I know sometimes when I'm watching QVC, TV doesn't do justice to like how big this is. So this is 8 fluid ounces. I'm not sure you even buy your body lotion or body emulsion in 8 fluid ounces often.
Only at QVC.
And this is the first day that we've got it on 2 months of easy pay of $16. Here is the other point to know about this, that we are on our final presentation of this whipped body creme and the Pure Grace and also the Living Grace. So we're not reordering it, because I know that other new items are coming in from Philosophy all the time.
And you don't want to miss it, because this is addictive.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity.
Is.
So what is so special about this whipped body creme? I said shea butter, aloe, antioxidants.
Macadamia oil. All of those things are designed to, condition and nourish your skin. They also firm it. But what is really special is how it feels when it goes into your skin. And I'm really clear about that. It doesn't go on your skin. That's what I was telling Rachel. It goes in your skin, this beautiful, fluffy, lightweight texture. There isn't residue on the surface, it's within. And then when you feel the surface, all you get is soft and silky. And that's unique.
You know what, it just reminded me, soft and silky. Have you ever had that experience where you're putting lotion on and it gets rolly on your skin? Do you know what I'm saying?
Not in a good way.
And not in a good
Not
way.
in a good way.
Exactly. And so that's when you said it goes in your skin. I was
Like
just like,
velvet.
you're right. It doesn't get that rolly, which of course isn't what you want. But
or
sometimes
sits on the surface.
It sits on the surface. That disappoints you with your lotion. You're like, oh, I thought this would be
true.
really nice, and it's not.
No.
It's not absorbing, or it doesn't make you feel hydrated, or it does. Like I said, it gets rolly on your skin, and you're like, am I shedding? Like,
right,
what's happening?
exactly. But it's weird to have something that's this density. I mean, you can see this density I'm touching that is so lightweight and then just goes right into the skin. And that's the thing I really think is the biggest difference
in the skin.
Is in the skin, and then you're soft and satiny. Like, I love to feel my skin after I've used this, because it's not wet. It is smooth.
You know what? Soft and satiny, but not shiny.
No.
Can I just say that? Because there's a difference between kind of that satin look, like you look hydrated, versus you look shiny. And I love that you're looking hydrated and healthy. And honestly, frankly, it's this time of year that we really do, I have it on both hands, want to stay as hydrated as possible. And something funny, every time before we go on TV, that we put lotion on our hands.
Yes, we
like
do.
We're always,
our
kind of our cuticles dunking our hands in lotion, because you know, your hands, your body, the skin texture is a dead giveaway for how old you are,
That's right.
for how much water you're drinking, for how healthy you are, all of those things. And so when you have that glow, because you know you have used whipped body creme, or you've lotioned, you've hydrated your skin appropriately. It makes all the difference.
You look like a healthy person.
You look like a healthy person. The Living Grace, we're down to fewer than 100.
Oh, wow.
And remember, this is the final presentation. So you're not going to see this presented anymore, and we don't have any reorder on it. So we're kind of retiring this, making room for new. If you're a Living Grace person, I certainly am a Living Grace person. And what are the notes in Living Grace? Because I know you treat it like perfume. Even though this is a wet body creme.
We really do.
It's like a prestige perfume.
It's a fine fragrance. So what you've got in this is neroli, which is that beautiful Italian citrus. It's a little bit smoother. And then we go to Lily of the Valley, which is one of those cleanest smells. It is yum. And then we finish with a beautiful soft musk. And that gives you kind of that enveloping embrace. But when you wear this, it isn't like wearing fragrance. It's almost otherworldly. It helps you focus on what's most important. These are aromatherapy. Oh, look at your nails.
I could sit this upside down, sorry. And nothing happens. That's how dense it is. I just wanted to share that with you.
But when it goes in, it melts. And that's really the kind of scientific fun of this, is it really goes in. But people have told me, you know, they've been Amazing Grace or Pure Grace users for a long time. They've said, you know what, I'm surprised how much I love Living Grace, because it's a little more sophisticated, yet still soft.
I'm going to say right away that my girlfriend Timmy, she's my I know, she's been my best girlfriend since I was 12.
Oh, that's the best.
I have to share with you the Pure Grace story is she was a fan of a fragrance for 35 years, and I sent her some Pure Grace, and she texted me back, and she was like, oh my gosh, you have completely kicked my fragrance off the throne.
To the curb.
Pure Grace has now become my #1 fragrance, and now
that's the best story.
I know that I can completely make her happy if I send her Pure Grace. So that makes me a very happy friend, because I know exactly what makes her happy. So what does Pure Grace smell like for those of you who might want to try it?
It is so lovely. I mean, it's almost like we took the Grace idea and took the floral out, though there is a little bit of water lily, but probably what Timmy liked is the leafy greens. I love that in this. And then a frosted musk, so it's crisp and clean. This one's harder to break apart, but when you smell it, you feel refreshed.
Right.
I always feel more active. My son plays tennis. This is what I wear to tennis tournaments.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm sitting with a lot of people, and I don't want to have too much of a fragrance on, but more moms come up to me and say, what is it that you're wearing?
You know,
it smells so good.
And what I love about Pure Grace is that it's clean, and like right now in the summertime, we're kind of shedding any excess anything.
Sure are.
So that Pure Grace fragrance is like the perfect summer fragrance. I also mention that because Living Grace has already sold out. So congratulations to everybody who picked that up. With the Pure Grace, we're down to fewer than 800, and that might sound like, is that a lot? It actually isn't, because of course we're a national shopping channel here, so 800 isn't that many, and this is the first day that we have it on 2 months of Easy Pay of $16. And Pure Grace, I've never heard someone say, you know what, I turn my nose up at Pure Grace. Everybody likes it for their own special notes, and because Pure Grace matches so beautifully with whatever you're wearing. You can have Pure Grace on, you can have the whipped body creme on, but it's not going to interfere with whatever your favorite fragrance is. And in fact, when you get this home, this might become your new favorite fragrance,
like
as
Timmy.
It did my Timmy.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's
and
so
she was
true.
like, oh my God, I can't believe that this fragrance is not my favorite fragrance anymore. This fragrance is my favorite fragrance.
I have never met anybody like Rachel who doesn't like the smell of clean. Maybe Pigpen on the Snoopy, but that would be it. And you know, this reminds me of like the perfect summer morning. It reminds me of the perfect white shift. It's the perfect 400 count thread sheet that's just come off the line in our native San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
Where the air just smells so good. It just envelops you in this feeling of simplicity. And sometimes life's too complex and you want simplicity.
Something simple. I mean, the name says it all to me, like Pure Grace. And this is the final presentation. We have absolutely no reorder on it. So as I mentioned, we sold out of Living Grace. So for those of you who picked that up, that's awesome. We're not getting it in whipped body creme anymore in the 8 ounces. So don't miss out on the Pure Grace. If you've been on the fence about Pure Grace, I know Tony picked up the 4-piece.
Yes.
But she likes
Tony,
Pure
this
Grace.
might be a good idea.
Right. This might be a good idea to add to it, because you're getting firming emulsion in that set, but here you're getting the creme.
Yes.
And it's the texture. It's a way to give yourself luxury and pampering
every day,
and hopefully do it in a way that's affordable with that 2 months of Easy Pay for the very first day of $16. final presentation, you're not gonna see it again, and we're not ordering it again. So it's A253715. This is one that does not have auto delivery. You can't take advantage of that. So, Miss Heidi.
Thank you for a great